the
how badly
social
need
media
that candidate also.
And
sometimes you need that candidate,
Yes.
so then
Someone will then.
and sometimes putting the right perspective,
Or maybe
what
she's
has
trying
been
to position
communicated to the
herself.
person may not be
Would
the
you go
right.
to the extent of telling him I'll give you a different boss? I mean,
Not at all. Absolutely. If you were to ask me, I just let go.
yeah, there's no point.
Because
Look,
look, you know, if you,
I had this very funny incident
Yeah.
once, about 10, 11 years back. I was interviewing this very bright young girl, and she just married. So she came to me for the interview, and so she went through a process, and then she came up to me and she said, you know, I very much like to join. I like this place, I like the people, it looks very energetic, and you know, everything else. But I have one issue. I need to leave every day at 5 o'clock. So I said, fine, if you leave, then I don't mind doing that, but then you'll have a different career path. Because you can't have a career path which is equal to another person who would be working. No, I want the same career path as anybody else, because why should I be? Then she gave me some 5-ball theory. She said, you know, all the balls are rubber, except this one ball which is a relationship with a husband, you know, is a glass ball, so if it breaks, you know, so the job, you know, will bounce and come back. But if I break this one, then so I think, you know, I just married, I need to, you know, so I told her, so I learned something from her that day, you know. She went through the whole story, what it meant, and then I read that same story somewhere else, so obviously she had read it and come. But you know how well prepared they come, I'm just saying, because she was trying to sell herself, and then she joined another Big Four. And then after joining, a week later again she came and said, I joined there, but would you change your mind? I would like to work here, you know. She said, good, they've given me till 5 o'clock, I can work, and they're okay. I said, well, then good luck to you, you continue there, we can't do it. But I'm just saying, they do push the envelope at times.
yeah, I think,
And you know, the point is that if she said, I'm fine to do a career path is different, I wouldn't have mind taking, honestly. Because that's the way life is. In consulting, you can't be that fussy.
I think eventually attitude is very, very important.
Yeah.
There are certain skills which you can't do away with.
Yeah.
But I believe if the employee has the right
Yeah.
attitude, you know, it's a win-win situation for the organization. And I think that's very imperative for us at Jones Lang LaSalle when we hire. You know, it's the attitude which is rated first and checked first.
Common sense and decision making cannot be taught anywhere.
If there were, you know, I think we are almost towards the end of our discussion. I thought if you could articulate which are the segments from where you hire. What are the verticals from where you hire? Is it CAs? Is it legal graduates? What are the segments of academics that you hire from? Maybe that will be very useful to know.
The way we hire from, we hire graduates who come and do CA with us. So they are just undergrads, as we call them, BComs or BAs or whatever. Others are B-school people. Then we take the IIT, IT advisory people. Then we take human capital people. So these would be the skills that we generally look at. I mean, from I'm not talking of our support staff now. I'm only talking of my consulting kind of skills. And yeah, these are where we actually hire.
Yeah. When it comes to the troops, you know, it can be fresh graduates, it can be engineers, it could be MBAs with, let's say, 2 to 3 years of work experience. It could be people from hospitality. And when it comes to the leadership segment, obviously these people have led P&Ls, have led SPUs. They could be on the client side in a very senior real estate function role, essentially.
Our large pool comes from business schools graduates. Of lately, from last couple of years, we've not been going to the campus, right? So we try to pick up from the market, and that has been the larger pool, which are most of them are qualified MBAs and engineers, right? Which has been our larger target pool. We also hire people to come up with excellent academic backgrounds, but they have not gone for their post graduations. But they have a good attitude towards their work and they've been groomed well. So that has been our major focus to look at.
For us, most of our hires are from MBA business schools, and we typically target, especially when it comes to recruitment, we target B and C. When it comes to research and consulting, where we do our few products, which is mostly on the consulting side, which is talent analytics, there we hire from a premium business schools. But we don't go specifically that your HR consulting firm we will hire from MBA HR. We hire MBA HR, we hire MBA marketing, I also hire MBA finance. So and we focus more on a campus than, so we believe in training them and moving forward. They have been much more stable for us and they are our business leaders.
So Jayashree, we hire from B schools, tier A B schools primarily. And if it's a lateral hire, then obviously someone who's got strong content in human capital and the ability to sell. So sales proficiency could differ based on how many years of experience or whether you've got that experience in the past or not. But they ought to demonstrate the potential. But the one learning for us has been that that someone who's actually coming from, this is specific to a lateral hire, someone coming from a consulting background is more likely to succeed and succeed quickly as compared to someone who's never been in consulting and comes from the industry.
Very imperative, yeah.
Yes.
We do a lot of lateral hiring, but still we go to graduate hiring as well. And typically in that we hire engineers, fresh engineers, and that's from electrical, mechanical, and civil engineering. Right now we go to few universities in India, and other than that, for the support functions, which is HR, finance, and legal, in that we don't have from all these schools.
So for us, we have either, mostly it is campus hiring, the other management trainees or graduate trainees. So management trainees will come from the schools, identified B schools who specialize typically in HR. And for graduates, we go to various graduate schools in Mumbai and Delhi and Bangalore, again through identified institutes.
Are there any when all of you have said that you do look at graduates, are there any streams where these graduates seem to perform better in consulting? We had one person in the data analytics conversation who said that somehow philosophy graduates seem to do very well in consulting.
We have seen lot many economics graduates, those who come from a good college, let's say people those who come up from SRCC or LSR or those kind of, especially if you look at DU specific. So they do well, right? Those who have not gone to the post-graduations also. So economics has been one of the area, apart from science and mathematics and stats. Those have been the larger areas. So definitely it doesn't go to the sociology or philosophy because then they go for they opt for a different field. Maybe do not come to our side of the businesses.
So we have a...
Sorry. It's not so much, I think, which stream they come from, but it's that experience they've had in those 3 years. And have they been part of some activities in the college or, so we look at that very, very, what other things have they done besides their studies, because that's very important to us. Because have they developed leadership skills, like we have this Enactus and this SIFE and all these kind of things. So, or ICA, whatever, have they participated in any of those programs? Or in the college, have they been part of, the college activities? Something in sports or, those just outside. Because we want a more evolved individual actually getting graduates.
Yeah, I was just saying that, and similar to what Richard just said, we have a great data point on, and he's our USP on campus, that is our CEO. So he's got strong expertise in human capital, but he's a master's in sales and marketing and finance, I think, from a tier A B school. So that's what we tell students, that look, you don't have to be an HR graduate to be able to make it big. You can just, if you have the right set of skills and the right attitude, then that's all you need. So.
That's what we sold in IM at this time.
Okay.
Who do you lose your talent to? You all talking about attrition. Do you lose it to other consultancies or do you lose it to the industry?
The industry for us primarily.
Industry for us as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Even for us, it goes to the industry.
So when you recruit also, you go into the industry or you hire from other consultants?
It's ready-made talent at the end of the day. For us, if you look at the Jones Lang LaSalle way of hiring, it does help if you get people from a similar sector because they can hit the ground running from day one. Having said that, again, if somebody has the initiative to learn, and again, if the attitude is right, we're open to hiring people outside the sector.
We lose people, if you take the breakdown, I think one would be they go for education, further education, or they go for industry because they don't like this work-life balance, and especially in the women side of it, you find them they want to go for a job which is different, which is less stressful after they get married. Some of them can't cope with that. We also find a number of them going abroad, out of the country. They get options outside. And because, see, the moment you're a global brand, then you can get a job anywhere, in any part of the world. It's recognized. So we lose there. And we also lose to competition, but that percentage is much less than going there. Because nobody leaves unless somebody's really been roughed up or something, and or he or she has not been promoted, that they go to another firm, because they know all are approximately the same. You know, there is a little difference here and there, but it's not too much.
There are some industries where they are constantly poaching between themselves. I don't think consulting, the message I hear is it's not consulting, it's not poaching from each other.
We do. In some, I would say we would do it at director, partner, senior manager level. There's quite a lot of it happening, honestly, because no patience. You want to grow. There is some skill set which is sitting there which you don't have, or they come with clients. So for us, for us, I'll tell you, if we have, for us, we have a big problem. If you have all homegrown talent, we'll never be able to grow. Because that homegrown talent will only be able to work with those clients. So you need a breath of fresh air coming in at regular intervals. People come in different relationships, and so that's important for us.
We at the Times Group also, I think, we encourage people to go out, work elsewhere and come back.
Sure.
It's never a black mark against you.
Yeah, same here.
It's been always said that attrition is healthy, because if you don't have attrition, you don't get the fresh.
No spit and polish.
Certain amount of attrition.
Yeah, certain amount. I agree. Most of attrition is very
bad, and zero attrition is also bad.